Hello everybody, I am Miss Julie Berry and I'm here to provide you with a really cool, super duper short tutorial video on how to play all of your chords. Yep, all 12 majors and all 12 minors really fast without a lot of talking at all. We're going to get right to it, okay? And here we go to the keyboard. Looking at my hands, and I'm going by the circle of fifths. We'll talk all music theory things later because I just want to get through all 12 positions, okay? And then I'll give you a really couple of nifty ideas at the very end how to practice your chords, majors and minors. So remember one tip going into this, okay? In your right hand, your thumb is the leader. Always get your thumb to the key that you're in. So if you're in C, your thumb goes on C. Your left hand pinky is the leader. So if you're in the key of C, get your left hand pinky to its C. Don't focus on all 10 fingers. Focus on just the leaders getting to where they got to go, and everybody else follows the leader. So if I'm playing in C, do you see how my leaders are on C? Getting to G, my leaders are on G. D, my leaders are on D. And as long as you fall into a 5-finger pentascale position, you guys are going to always be in the right place, okay? And we're not going to talk about the formula of a major pentascale, whole step, half step, whole step, or anything like that today, or sharps, or blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to name them off as we go. Okay, so C, shell chord. A shell chord, I'm tucking my fingers just to show you, is just your pinky and thumb playing the exterior of the triad or chord. If you play a full triad or chord, you're adding your middle finger, and so your chord shape is always going to be third on the bottom and third on the top of the chord. So you have the option to always do shell chords. That makes the chord neutral. So in other words, it's not major or minor, it's just safe. If you don't know what the minor chord is or what the major chord is and you're in panic mode and you're in the middle of leading worship and you're like, oh no, I don't remember, go with the shell chord and you're always going to be safe, okay? And so, but that's why we're doing this video, so you can get confident with that and practice these and just know all of your triads, and it's really cool and it just adds that extra layer of sound, okay? So C major, blocked chord is me playing blocked together at the same time, and then a broken chord is C, E, G. Okay, we're just not even going to talk about ostinato patterns in worship or anything. I'm just showing you both hands what it looks like, okay? And then to convert to a C minor chord, you're always going to move your middle finger, the middle of the chord, down a half step lower. That's a half step is from one pitch to the very next possible pitch you can go to. So this is E flat, C, E flat, G. That's a blocked C minor chord, and this is a broken C minor chord. Next place I'm going in the circle of fifths is up a fifth from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is G. And here we go. My leaders are now on G. G, B, D, and blocked. G major chord. And I'm lowering the third finger, G, B flat, D. Blocked, broken. Next place in my circle of fifths, D. I'm going to keep my hands center in the middle of the piano in front of my body while I'm doing this video. That's why I'm not climbing the piano. D major, D, F sharp, A. Blocked and broken. Fun fact, when you're playing any of your fingers on any of the shorter black keys, feel free to not stretch for your life here, but just slide your whole arm in to the keyboard and make it easier, okay? D, F sharp, A, blocked, broken. Lower that third finger one half step to convert to minor. D minor, beautiful D minor. Moving on, A major, A, C sharp, E, and blocked. A, C sharp, E. E major is my next destination with my leaders. E, G sharp, B, blocked, lowering that third finger a half step. E minor, E, G, B. All my letters are mushing together right now because that's how my brain feels. Next up in the circle of fifths, we're right here at the enharmonic keys. Got to talk about it for just a second, okay? So up until now, every pitch has been just called C or G or D or A or E. But the fun part is when we get to B, they're going to start having two options. Some chord charts might call for a C flat, which seems so wrong when you're touching a B. Like, people, why can't we call it a B? Because I'll tell you later. Okay. And so C flat. And remember, when you're flatting something, you're going a half step lower than the pitch. When you're sharping something, you're going a half step higher. So B, key of B major, can be called B major or C flat major. And here it is, B, D. Oh, excuse me, I'm doing major first. B, D sharp, F sharp. Notice I'm omitting the need to use my little short fingers on little short keys. It's really awkward. A lot of people, if you really want to keep consistent with the 1, 3, 5, totally can do it. Just slide your hands way up into the key bed so you don't feel like you're doing this whole business, okay? B major is the most awkward feeling of the major chords that you're going to be playing. So B, D sharp, F sharp. Lower that third finger a half step for B, D, F sharp, okay? And next up in the circle of fifths is F sharp, or that's F sharp, or we could call it G flat, but we're calling it F sharp for this video. F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Every key is black, so my hands are way up in here, okay? Blocked. And then lower that third finger, sorry, broken. Okay, lower the third finger a half step, F sharp, A, C sharp. I'm being intentional about keeping this short. C sharp or D flat major is next. We're going to keep it in front of our seating position here. C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and broken. We have to call this an E sharp. I don't want to say this, but I have to. Because whenever you play your notes in sequence in music theory, like a scale, in 5-finger penta position or octave position, you have to say every alphabet letter in chronological order, and you can't skip one or double one. So because this is C sharp, this is D sharp, which makes this E sharp, F sharp, G sharp. It's like music theory rule number 2075, okay? It just really is, and don't ask why. I'll tell you later, I promise. Okay, so C sharp, E sharp, G sharp. That's C sharp or D flat major. And then we're going to lower the third finger in position. There's our C sharp or D flat minor. Beautiful, right? Next up, we have A flat major, but we're keeping it local, okay? A flat, C, E flat, blocked. Lower that third finger a half step to keep it minor. A flat, B, E flat. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. That's not called B, that's called C flat. My bad. A flat, C flat, E flat. Even though we're touching a B for this purpose of being music theory accurate, we're calling it C flat. Okay, anyways, moving on with our lives. E flat major, E flat, G, B flat. Boom, broken. I love the sound of E flat major so much. Lower your third finger a half step. E flat, G flat, B flat, E flat minor. Also totally beautiful. B flat major, B flat, D, F. Blocked, broken, and lowering the third finger a half step. B flat, D flat, F. Last but not least, in the circle of fifths, we're on the home stretch. Here we are, F major, F, A, C, blocked, broken. Lower the third finger, you're getting it now. F, A flat, C, blocked, and broken. Okay, so there, you just did 24 chords. Rock on, woohoo, jazz hands. So here's some exercises that you can do to really just have fun learning your chords. It's so much fun. I will send these visuals to you so you can study and learn all of your chords in the circle of fifths. So whenever you see an uppercase letter, by the way, it just stands for major. It doesn't say like a giant uppercase M next to it. And there's no M's around here because I'm just converting to minor because I know how to. But whenever you're reading a chord chart and it says a little M next to the alphabet letter, C, M, that means minor, by the way. Okay, exercises. Practice your shell chords in different locations of the piano. Get comfortable and use your arms to move your hands. Don't use your hands to drag your heavy arms along. Use your strong arms to help guide your hands to where they have to go and focus on your leaders getting to where they've got to go. It's a very great exercise so you can be quick in the moment, okay? And then practice that, you know, in C, in G, and I'm not going to go through all your shell chords. You can practice your blocked chords. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Brain fact, whenever you cross a body part over another one, like an arm over another arm, whenever you're crossing half of your body over the other, it crosses your brain hemispheres. That's a neuro pathway crossing, and it's an excellent exercise for your brain. It's just really, really awesome. That's why musicians are so smart. So we're going to start at the very low end of the piano, left C chord, right C chord. Cross that left hand over. You're going to be like a pretzel sometimes, and it's super fun. Having said that, don't sit so close to the piano that you're T-rexing with your arms. Sit back so that you can really let your arms move freely. If your elbows are crashing into your rib cage, you're sitting too close to the piano, so pull the bench back, you guys. Left, right, left, right. Now let's pretend I'm at the top of the piano because you can't see the top of my piano. I'm going to touch C with my left hand crossing over, and then I'm going to keep this guy right there. C chord, C chord, C chord, C chord. You can also play them blocked or melodically. Blocked. Okay, so really cool exercise also. When you're going backwards, you have to actually focus on the caboose of the train, not the leader, but the placement of the top of the chord. And so the focus on that is get your leaders in their position, but focus on the opposite side of your hand playing the chord backwards going down. G, E, C, G, E, C, G, E, C. Oh my goodness, if you practice this exercise, you're going to play chord circles around everybody because you've been practicing not just going forward chords, but going backwards chords and blocking those. Go as slow as you need to. I'm just doing it fast for the sake of time. Also, really cool, like adding the frosting to the cake, push down your damper or sustain pedal, excuse me. Isn't that cool sounding? And do that with minor. It's really beautiful. So those are just some exercises you can do. Practice, just this nice little ostinato with your shell chords. Again, shell chords are your safe way of playing really fast on the spot where you're just not sure if it's major or minor. Okay, but if you know, do you hear the addition of that third? How it's so beautiful? Just that middle finger adds so much to that shell chord. So don't be afraid to just run through all of these chords and get yourself feeling super comfortable with them, and it's just a really great exercise, and you'll learn them in no time. I know you will. So enjoy, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.